After months of controversy and hostile public debate, organisers of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics have just announced a cap on the number of spectators for each venue. This comes just days after experts warned that holding the event without fans was the safest option during the COVID-19 pandemic. Organisers announced a cap of 10,000 spectators for each venue. That's set at 50% of the venue's capacity. The opening ceremony is a month from now, but the spectator limit could be further reduced from the 12th of July. That's if coronavirus infections surge. Let's get the very latest with our correspondent Rupert Wingfield-Hayes, who joins us from Tokyo. 50% allowed in. Will there be enough Japanese spectators, though, who want to go, Rupert?
Oh, it certainly looks like it, Tim. We'll have to see how they actually, because at the press conference today, they hadn't actually worked out how they're going to rearrange the tickets, because after the delay last year, essentially they refunded everybody's tickets who wanted a refund, and they did another lottery. And out of that, they're now going to have to reduce the number of people who entered that lottery, and how they're going to go about deciding who's going to get a ticket and who's not, we still don't know. But there are more people, certainly, who've asked for tickets than are now going to be allowed to go to the games. And so they're going to have to go through some sort of, again, a lottery or a selection process to decide who out of those who were lucky enough to get tickets in that round are now going to actually be allowed into stadiums.
I suppose the background of my question was the sort of the lack of public support for the games, or certainly people wanting the games to be postponed or cancelled. Is that changing now in terms of opinion polls?
It is starting to shift. I was looking at the latest opinion polls done over the weekend, and they go around about like this now. Around 30% of people here still say they want the games cancelled. Around another 30% say they want the games held with empty stadiums with no spectators, and around 25% say they want the games with limited spectators. Now that is a big increase. That third group, the people who say we want the games and with limited spectators, that is a bigger increase over a month ago. So for that, it is still a minority, but for that increasing minority, what the organisers have announced today fits with what they think should happen, and that will be the group of people who obviously from which the audiences will be drawn, because those will be the people who want to either keep their tickets or get hold of tickets.
It's going to be very different games though, isn't it? I was just reading, no shouting or talking loudly. It all sounds rather a joyless affair.
Well, you know, I actually went round the Olympic Village yesterday. We went on a tour of the Olympic Village, and we were shown how they were going to operate for the athlete side of it. We were shown the rooms, we were shown the dining halls, we were shown the gymnasiums, and they went through all the protocols of how people are going to have to behave. They're going to have to get their food and eat alone with a plastic screen. They're allowed to go into the gym, but there are plastic screens, and they're going to have to wear a mask while they're working out. And this is going to be very, very different. There is enthusiasm, certainly from athletes that have been expressing enthusiasm around the world. But yes, I think you're right. There is a sense here, but I think not just here, that this Games is going to be so different that some people, and a lot of people, question whether it's really worth going ahead. And as I think I've been saying for months now, Tim, a lot of people question why it hasn't been delayed by another year, when it's much more likely that this Games could have been held in a normal, cheerful, exciting atmosphere.
OK, well, we've just got a month to go now, haven't we? Rupert, many thanks. Rupert there in Tokyo.